In the following slides we will discuss some additional thoughts on the big mind process, especially on the spinning of the Dharma wheel. For the illustration of those additional thoughts I add the triangle. And I am adding a sphere. As with all models, they are only a map, to give some orientation in a way bigger terrain. So our triangle model is kind of static, describing an ungraspable realm, which is constantly in flux. However, adding the circle to the triangle, obviously there is an inbuilt flexibility and flux of the parts of the triangle. And on and on and on. Once Genpo Roshi called this movement the next turn of the wheel. To visualize even clearer the flexibility, and the flux of the interaction of the realms, Dharma, not Dharma, apex, we may add a third dimension coming close to the classical atomic model. Here I add a three-dimensional sphere to any of the three parts' respective angles of the triangle. And see what is happening. Forming the endless knot, which Genpo Roshi likes as a symbol for non-Zen, going beyond Zen and not Zen. Just to give an impression how it might look like as a three-dimensional model, here a short illustration.
You're lonely, you know that you're only here to breathe. Love is emptiness.
In February 2017, Genpo Roshi introduced the apex of another apex, and I imagine it looking like the following illustration. Arising are two fully owned and mature triangles, and their apex, likewise fully owned and matured, forming as well, congruent to a single Dharma triangle, a higher level triangle, in which all 9 Dharmas are spinning around. As illustrated in these slides, all 3 spinning triangles are of course also spinning around, likewise single triangles, as visualized here. There might even happen an exchange of energies. Maybe changing the flavor of one or more individual spinning triangles, however, that only is an assumption, and needs further investigation. This model might serve as an illustration of Indra's net, as well as a visualization of how a human being is coming into existence as a string of DNA and an aggregation of intention, and how it dissolves back into the realm of dharmas or non-existence. With this picture we are at the end of this illustration of some thoughts on the big mind process and say, goodbye.